Hey everyone, it's thebratzking. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another one of my dream videos that I have spent hours watching from when I was a child even to now. It is going to be a American Girl restoration video. I got her from the thrift store and she was $13 and she's a mess. Her hair is crazy, it's all over the place, but it's really not that bad. When you turn her around you can see it looks like the hair has never really been brushed. But she has some gross sticky stuff on her face, and I covered it up with the sticker from the thrift store because I wanted to put her shirt on and I didn't want it to be all sticky. So I put the sticker on it, but all here is a gross sticky patch. And then she has a lovely little artistic moment on her arm, and it is hopefully a washable marker, but if it's not, I'm sure I'll figure something out. So you're gonna watch me restore Miss number 82, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna see what I can get off with just like a wipe. Let me take this bracelet off. Hopefully this little arm stain goes away. Oh. So it's not going away. Okay, well let's just clean her. I'm gonna see if I can get this sticky stuff off. Okay, that came off right away. I'm trying to get the probably glitter glue eyeshadow off of her that the original owner tried to give her, and that came off pretty easily too. So it seems the only problem is really going to be her arm, but I think with leaving that out with some acne cream, it should at least fade, or worst comes to worst, she'll have a lovely sweater and it'll be fine. Okay, so that was everything a wipe can do. So now I'm gonna see if I can get anything else off with a magic eraser. Okay, let's see. I doubt anything will happen, but it'd be great if it did. Oh, okay, fierce. Something's happening. I don't know how much will happen, but I was really hoping this would either be washable marker or it would come off pretty easily, but it seems that I got off the surface stuff, but I don't think the rest of this is gonna budge. But I mean, for $13 I can't really complain too much. But I still obviously will try my best to get it off. So my camera died, but I just kind of kept going with cleaning her with the magic eraser, and I got a lot of like grime off, and right now the pencil marks are coming right off with the magic eraser, so that's good. It's crazy how visually she looked pretty clean besides like obvious marks and the stickiness on her, but this is obviously proving to be very different because this is getting quite gross. She had some spots on her neck that I was able to just wipe off with this. It's so weird, I haven't like tried to really restore an American Girl doll in probably like 10 years because the rest of mine are mostly fine. besides just like being kind of silly from storage. But I haven't really got any like really used ones that I've actively tried to clean up. This will be fun to see a little before and after, especially with this hair, because this hair can be so gorgeous. It just is very tangled and has a lot of stuff in it. So I can't wait to get onto that part, which is gonna be right now actually, because I think I've done everything I can with her body. So now we're gonna move on to her hair. So first I'm just gonna wet it, because there's a lot of like hard, crunchy, and like kind of sticky parts in her hair that are really gross. So I just kind of want to wet everything, get some just soap in there, and just start with a clean slate. So I'm just gonna get going on that. Now that the hair is all wet, I'm just gonna try to lather up as much of it as I can. There's a lot of hair, so she's gonna need a lot of soap. But I can already feel the like weird crunchy sticky bits. Those are all gone just from the water. So now I just have to clean the hair. And I know there's a lot of people that say like you really shouldn't get water in their eyes, which is like true because there's metal parts in there. But as long as you let everything dry all the way and you're sure that it's dry, it's really fine. But like obviously don't take this as a tutorial. I'm just kind of fixing her up with you next to me. So don't attack me for anything I'm doing, because she's gonna look fine at the end. I can already like, her hair already feels so much better even with all this soap in it. It just felt so gross before, but this is fine. She's gonna dry perfectly fine. She's gonna be a little sudsy until then. Okay, now I'm gonna rinse all of this out, and we're gonna get some conditioner in here just to make brushing through it a lot easier. I'm trying to rinse her hair out, it's just bubbles. I had a little intermission because the sink got too soapy, so I had to remove the bubbles, and I just ended up just rinsing out her hair. But now we're gonna get some conditioner in here, and first I'm gonna work through it with my fingers, and then once all of the main tangles are out, I can go in with a brush. I know a lot of people don't like putting any kind of conditioner or shampoo in the American Girl doll's hair, but I just feel like, one, I've always done it and I've never had a problem, and two, she definitely needs it. Like, I don't think I could do this with just a brush and not lose an insane amount of hair with the amount of tangles she has. So I'm just gonna get as much conditioner in here as I can and make sure it's all coated, and just gonna work my fingers through it from the ends to the roots. Now obviously she's definitely going to lose some hair, but the goal is to make sure she loses the least amount of hair as possible, especially with all of this. Oh my god, that's actually crazy. This amount of mattedness. Well, it's really not mats, it's just like so many hairs just all tangled together. But with everything coated in conditioner, it should be somewhat easier to get everything at least sorted out a little bit more than it is now. Actually, now that everything's coated, I think I need to break out my paddle brush. I don't think the American Girl brush alone can do this. So just like the American Girl brush, this is a wire brush, so it's good to use on American Girl dolls. You don't really want to use plastic brushes on them. Yeah, using this brush, it's already going way smoother. So because this is so matted and tangled, I'm gonna try to get the bulk of it, and then I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. So I got one section done. Obviously it's not like done, but all of the tangles are out, so I can go through it with my fingers and with a brush, and nothing is getting caught anymore. But my god, her hair is a beast. Like, this is insane. So I will be taking a break on this for tonight because I started this very late. But now that I know that this is doable, I just have to do it. So yeah, it's coming together very nicely though. The curl is still there. Like, this is just from brushing it, and yeah, she's looking good. Obviously her arm is still orange, but that will be addressed after this is addressed. So yeah, I'll be back and have more done. Okay, so it is a day later, and I have brushed through her hair, getting all of the tangles out. It looks a mess. Not definitely as bad as before, but this was just to get everything brushed through and make sure there's no more like physical knots in her hair. But like, as you can see, she still has her curl, which is very nice. But I'm going to now just put a bunch of conditioner in her hair and just brush through everything together and just make sure everything is uniform, because I've been going through it section by section. So bring it all back together will, I think, make it look a lot better. But I already feel so much more happy about how she looks. So now I'm just gonna put some water in her hair and get the conditioner in there. And once it's done, I'm gonna pluck all of the broken hairs out just to make everything look a lot neater, because there are a lot of broken hairs, not even just from me brushing. I mean, some definitely broke because of me brushing, but that's just kind of how it goes when there's a million knots over a doll's hair, especially when it's this long. But getting rid of all of the shorter hairs is just gonna make it look a lot more clean and less gross. So let's get into it. Even just having her hair wet right now, everything feels so much better. So now I'm gonna put conditioner in and just do basically one final brush through before I get rid of all those other hairs. I'm not really sure if I want to boil wash her or like use a steamer or something, because I don't want to lose, my water just went everywhere. I don't want to lose her original curl, but that being said, I can always just recurl it. It's not that hard. So we'll see how it looks when everything's brushed together. Her hair looks pretty good at the moment. This is just with conditioner, and obviously I haven't brushed anything yet, but now I'm gonna go ahead and brush through it. Being able to run a brush through her hair is insane. Okay, so I'm not gonna make you watch everything about brushing her hair because she has a lot of it, so I'm gonna come back as soon as all her hair is brushed through. Okay, so I am very happy with how this has turned out. Her head is full of conditioner, but like the fact that I can run my fingers through this and no pauses, snags, or pulls, like, this is amazing. She looks so good. Let me try to get her visible. But she looks great. I don't know how well you can see that, but you'll see it good in a second. But because I'm gonna rinse this out, but I am not gonna do it in this sink because we all saw last time how bubbly that got, and that took me a while to get the bubbles out of the sink. We'll see you when she's rinsed. Okay, so she is all rinsed out now, and I am so excited to see how this dries. That's really the only step left. I might brush through it one more time just to get the curls uniform, but all that's really left is for her to dry, and then we'll see how she looks. So now that she is drying, I actually have a little update for you guys. While I took my little break on doing number 82's hair, I went to a thrift store and actually got another American Girl doll. This is number 39. I have actually liked her for a little bit, so I'm very excited to have her. And her hair is obviously in a lot better condition than the other girl was. So I feel like just throwing her in this video as a little silly, like, oh, I found another one while I didn't want to do the other one. But now the other one's done, I think it's time to give number 39 a little moment. So I'm gonna do the exact same things I did to number 82. Just gonna get the magic eraser, clean her body and her head. Now this one does have the perma panties that they did for a little bit. So I'm not really sure how I could go about getting the marks off of that, but maybe like a little Tide stick or something. I don't know. I also have to get this nail polish off of her nails. But we're gonna get into it, start cleaning her, and she will be a lot easier. Okay, so I got my magic eraser, and now we're just gonna get right into it like we did with the other girl. Yeah, so obviously this is not getting rid of her nail polish, so I'm gonna have to get some acetone after I'm done cleaning her. But that won't be a problem. It'll just be a quick removal. Okay, it looks like she has more things in common with the other girl than I thought. She does have some permanent marker on her, but I'm gonna be putting the other girl in the sun at some point to get that done, so we can be out there together. I don't think I'll be doing that in this video because that is a whole process in itself, but this is more of just cleaning and fixing. But anyway, number 39 is, I think, done being scrubbed. I'm pretty sure I got everywhere. I got her face, back of her head, underneath her chin, very important part. Now it's just her hair that I have to do, which I'm so excited to not have to brush through a million knots in one giant mat, because obviously her hair is like matted, knotted, but not anywhere as bad as 82. So this will be very quick and easy. So now I'm gonna wet her hair and just get some conditioner in there, and I think I'll be able to get this done just in one little brush through. Yeah, this just immediately feels like it's going to be a much easier process. With thrift store dolls in general, you don't really know what they went through before you got to them. And number 82 looked like she went through a lot. So I'm very happy for her and for me that I got her, especially because she was half off. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier, but it's a new day, so I don't remember. Now as I'm brushing her hair, I am seeing she has the same problem as Miss 82. She just has like a lot of, well, not too much. 82 definitely has more, but she has some broken hairs. Okay, even with speeding this up, you guys don't want to sit here and watch the same thing over and over again, so I'm going to be right back as soon as I brush all this conditioner through her hair. So we're back with number 39. She's all brushed through. After brushing through, I realized the back of her head I don't know if you can see really, but it's a lot frizzier in the back than it is in the front. But yeah, once she's dry, I'm gonna have to see about either steaming it or like flat iron or something, just to get it to lay straight instead of all over the place. So I'm gonna rinse this out and then I'll see you in a bit. So I'm pretty sure that's it all out. Before I brush through one final time and let her dry, I'm gonna go ahead and remove her nail polish. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rest of them off, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have successfully removed all of her nail polish. That took a lot of elbow grease that I didn't think I'd have to use today, but she looks a lot better. She's like clean in terms of what can be cleaned, surface level, but she does have some scuffing on her cheek and her lips are missing some paint, so I'm gonna have to fill that in, but that will wait until her hair is done. So now I'm just gonna rinse this out. Okay, so she's all rinsed out and I'm just gonna brush through this and set her to dry next to my other girl that I've been fixing up. And I'll check back in with you when everyone is dry. So welcome back. Everyone is dry and dressed up in two of my favorite outfits. So now we're going to take a closer look, starting with 82. So obviously she's looking a lot better than she was before. So she's in the cozy sweater outfit, which is one of my favorite outfits. I remember looking at it in the catalog so many times. And then I found it like a couple years ago at a thrift store, and it was like $1.50, and it came in the box with the little charm that they had for the necklace. So I haven't really put it on anyone permanently, but I think it's gonna stay on her, at least until I get rid of her orange arm, but that'll happen the same time I get rid of the stain on her leg. But yeah, she is so much better than before, obviously. I love how she turned out. I gave her these little curls. I just used a brush to kind of form them, and then I steamed the top of her hair, not really too much on the, well, not when it was straight or like brushed out or whatever, but I used the steamer to make the curls, and it really worked. Just like running the steamer up and down the curls, and it became these like beautiful little ringlets, and they're so pretty. But yeah, so that's 82. She's looking great. I'm so excited to have her in my collection, and she's like 1,000,000% better than she was before, so that's very good. And now we're gonna look at 39, who I've also like wanted for a long time. I remember looking at her in catalogs and just seeing like, I just think that she's really pretty. So here she is. I used the steamer on her entire head, and it made so much of a difference. Like, you can even see these lights are really helping like show how just like silky this is. But the back of her head was so like, if you know, you know, the American Girl wigs get like very gross if they're either like brushed too much, or I don't know, maybe she was just played with. But it got like, the little ends were sticking up where there's layers, and it was so like, it just felt so gritty. But she's great now. I have her in another one of my favorite outfits, the Sweet Savannah dress. And I got this outfit from the American Girl store in 2012. And I got it, well, I went to the store obviously. And I got this and the Butterfly Garden pajamas, because I was going in to look at McKenna stuff. It was very fun. So it's a big like memory for me, so I love this dress. So I wanted to put it on her to make her feel even more important in my collection now that she's all cleaned up. And she just turned out great. Obviously she was not as bad as 82, but she really, like, even with how good she looked originally, she looks so good now. And her lips and cheek are touched up. You can't really see it, but I'll probably put a little close up or something to show off how good she looks now. But yeah, so that was my little restoration video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep an eye out for more American Girl stuff coming soon, including a big video that I'm very excited for. But yeah, so have a lovely bratsy day.